Landlords, are you legally compliant? There's so many rules and regulations you need to know these days, and if you don't, you might struggle to evict a tenant or face a large potential fine. To stay the right side of the law, I've just provided this video detailing everything you need to know to provide it for a tenant. So here we go. How to rent guide. You need to give this to a tenant before they move in. You can get it from a government website. It details to a tenant what they need to know to rent a property, and if you don't provide one of these, you might struggle to evict them. Assured short-hold tenancy agreement. This is an absolutely biggie. It's normally 6 or 12 months long. You need it drawn up by a solicitor. It's covered by the Housing Act 1988 and amended in 1996. It details the obligations between the tenant and the landlord, covering things such as the rent, the deposit, and any other obligations. Absolute must. Right to rent guide. This is covered by the Immigration Act 2014. There's potential fines of up to £3,000 per property, so this one's a biggie. You just need to check the residency status of your tenants using a passport or a residency permit, so make sure you get one of these. Prescribed information, another biggie, covered by the Housing Act 2004. You need to provide one of these to your tenants within 30 days of receiving a deposit. It explains to a tenant where the deposit's protected, and you'll struggle to evict if you don't provide this. Energy Performance Certificate, covered by the Energy Act 2011. Can't market a property without one of these. Explains to a tenant the energy performance of the property. Essentially, it'll provide guidance to how much of the bills will cost within that property. Again, if you don't provide one of these, you'll struggle to evict a tenant. Gas Safety Certificate, absolutely essential. Covered by the Gas Safety and Installation and Use Act 1998. You need to provide one of these every single year. It covers the gas safety of your gas appliances within your property. If you don't provide these, there's fines of up to £6,000 per appliance. There's potential imprisonment. You can't evict a tenant, so make sure you get one of these done. Electrical certificates, just come in 2020, covered by the Electrical Safety Standards in the Private Rented Sector Regulations 2020. You need to get one of these done every 5 years to make sure your electrics are safe. If you don't get one of these done, you'll struggle to evict your tenant. Also, fines up to £30,000, an absolute must as well. Inventories. Your deposits legally belong to your tenants. You need to prove that that deposit needs to be returned to you. If there's any maintenance and issues without an inventory, you ain't getting it. So we provide inventories up to 150 pages long to make sure you get those deposits back. I've created this guide which you can get below, leave your details. It essentially just covers everything I've covered there to make sure you stay the right side of the law. So leave your name, email address and a phone number, and to make sure you can evict your tenants or don't face a large potential fine. Thank you.